So we're right in the throes of your hat-making kingdom here, and what are you doing? Because I'm fascinated. What is this going to be?
Right, well this is, I'm doing the top part of a hat right now, so I'm doing the trims on this piece. Quite a large piece, so I'll have to do a lot of steaming with it and moving and getting the right shape. And it'll look like something like one of these ones right here, or the black and white one. That's exactly the same type of material. So it does a great addition to a base of a hat. It will sit on top of a nice base, and I'm working this with a black colour.
And where do you get these materials from?
These ones I've sourced from a great millinery supplies in Australia, in Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. And you say to steam it, that's to make it curve round?
To curve and to make it easy to work with. So as you can see right now in this formation, it's quite stiff. So it's quite a stiff material before you actually start working with it. The trimming it's been threaded actually. It's like a plant from Manila actually. They bring it in, they dye it, they weave it then with some materials. And it becomes quite a nice material to work with, fantastic to work with actually. But some ironing, some steaming gives it that soft texture that we can mould it into what we require and what shape we like. And then you let it set and stitch it in place. And that gives you a lovely shape and a lovely decoration to the top of your hat.
You have to have a real eye for it, don't you? I mean, I think it's a bit of an art form to know that this shape will work, or perhaps this will work. I mean, how do you visualise what it's going to look like?
It takes a bit of trial and error because it doesn't always suit every base. So this one is particularly good. It's a nice wide base on the underneath part, so it can carry something as big and three-dimensional. I love the fact that you can see this from every angle, and I love working with it and twisting it. I've done something completely different than on this side here, but I have a vision. I guess I do. I have a vision of it, and I have an idea, the direction I want to take it. You also have to go with the flow of your material. You push something in the wrong direction and it doesn't sit right and it doesn't fit right. So you need to go with that. So a trial and error, a lot of testing of it and letting it sit for a moment and have a look at it again. And if it's sitting right and you test it on your head, then go ahead then and we stitch it up.
And you're just starting with this one now. How many hours do you think, days, before it's a finished hat that someone can wear to Ladies' Day?
It'll be a couple of days. So usually when I take a hat order, it takes 2 to 3 weeks for you to complete it from beginning to end. And that takes consultation with the clients to see what their preferences are and work with some ideas with them, give them some drawings sometimes. And a lot of them then are also willing to just go with whatever ideas you have. Like I've had a lot of hats made and a few winners in the World Cup, and people like those ideas. So they like something similar, and they like some certain colours in it, another thing. So if they like a certain colour, we work with the colours and I can give them some ideas. So 2 to 3 weeks, but I'll work on this now. It's going to take me about 3 days. I'm in the beginning phase of it.
Wow, so it's quite an undertaking. And you mentioned there you obviously speak to your clients a lot. Is it best if they come in with a dress and you can say, right, I need this colour, this style, or do you prefer it if you do have like a blank canvas?
To be honest, I've worked with both scenarios and it works very well on both sides. But most people came for when they have a dress. So they have something already in mind, something they're liking, some colour range they're going for. And that's something that's great to work with, because if I have the materials here, they can actually come and see what kind of things I'm talking about. And we can try out a few things. If I have some of my hats here, my own ones, they get to see a little bit of an idea how it's formatted and what the finished product looks like. And from that, we go ahead then. But it's great if they can, if they have something themselves in mind, that we can share the ideas and come up with the final product.
And a lot of your hats sort of sit on the side of the head to the front of the head. Is that sort of a trademark? I mean, it does give you this lovely sort of elongated silhouette, but what's the thinking behind that?
I think it's very elegant. I love it on the lady. For me personally, I have quite a long face, and that side looks really well in my when I wear it. It's something I've used a lot, and I guess out of testing different hats, I've noticed that's something that fits very well in everybody. So a side look for the hat's shaping, it can suit every head size. Whereas if you're going to sit something in the center, then that takes a lot more work involved and measuring the head. And it's something we have to work more individually with somebody. But when you have something that's side and nice and small and elongated, it gives a lovely elegant look, but it's also something that can be worn with everybody. So it's something I could produce and would fit everybody.
And you mentioned there the World Cup. You've got a pretty good strike rate. You've won it before, and I think you were runner-up this year, weren't you, with this hat up here?
Runner-up, yes, with this beautiful orange and blue piece. So yeah, I was very lucky this year. It was fantastic, actually. Big surprise, but very, very happy to see one of my hats winning again.